Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. Switching things up a little bit, I'm gonna do kind of like a combo week and weekend vlog just to keep things a little different and exciting. It's Thursday morning right now. It really feels like a Friday though. This week has like gone by really fast, but I've also thought since yesterday that today would be Friday. And it is throwing me off a little bit. I am working from home today. We have dinner plans to see one of my friends from my last job. Her and her husband are moving and I'm really sad about it. She is like one of my favorite people. We're seeing them one last time before they move and we're going to dinner with them. And I didn't want to leave Ella that long. Obviously it would like be easier to just like go from work because it wouldn't be as long of a drive to dinner, but I'm not going to leave Ella here that long. But it's almost 8:15 and I have had a nice slow morning. I've been in like the back part of my luteal phase and like going into my period this week. So I really wanted to take things easy in terms of like working out. Monday morning I did a Pilates by Izzy class from YouTube, which was really great and really hard. And my abs have been so sore from that. I had like seen, I want to say a TikTok about her videos and I sent it to my friend Julia and my friend Julia ended up doing them and she was like, I love her videos. So then I wanted to try them myself. So I tried one Monday and I really liked it, but I do need to get some light hand weights because I don't have any. So Monday I was literally using my wrist weights, like my bala bangle weights, and I was using like holding those as my weights, which is fine, but it's not easy when you're supposed to be like putting your weight on the weights in like a push-up position, for example. Anyways, all that being said, the rest of this week I've just done long walks with Ella kind of like as the sun is rising before it gets too hot to walk her. That's what I did this morning and I've been experimenting this week with trying new things. I haven't been vlogging this week, but I have been vlogging back to back like nonstop for the last like 3 or 4 weeks and not really taking besides the wedding I went to, and I just like needed a couple days to just like creatively recharge and like not be filming something every second. So I didn't vlog earlier this week, but I wanted to pick up the camera for this weekend / the end of this week to get a little bit of work from home kind of content and then share some things and updates with y'all. Then also share some of my weekend because weekend vlogs are my favorite. But this week I've been trying out doing a no added sugar challenge, not for really any particular reason. I was just kind of thinking and I was like, I kind of want to see how my energy levels feel when I don't have added sugar because I normally eat like yogurt with granola and I definitely have more than this normal serving size of granola, which is a good bit of sugar honestly for the Purely Elizabeth granola, but it's so good. And I wanted to see what my energy levels looked like and like my overall like how hungry I get before lunch and stuff and just experiment with that this week. So all week I've been eating egg whites, a piece of sourdough, gluten-free toast. If y'all remember me saying from earlier vlogs that Griffin is gone like pretty much totally gluten-free. We think he has a gluten allergy. It hasn't been like confirmed by a doctor, but like we're pretty sure he has a gluten allergy. He's had several instances where he's gotten really sick from eating gluten or having like a lot of it. So that's why I had gluten-free sourdough and then some strawberries. And it's been like just a nice balanced breakfast with protein and carbs and everything. So I have been really enjoying that. I don't love that it takes longer to make it, but it's also been nice to like slow myself down and like make a breakfast instead of like rushing to make my yogurt bowl. And then for my coffee this week, I've either been doing honey and cinnamon because it's no added sugar. So like if something has natural sugar like fruit or honey, I'm still having it. So that was one of the coffees I made this week. And then I also got some Mooala banana milk, which is what Mama Cabola's uses in their banana boat lattes right now that I love. It doesn't look very good like color wise. Honestly, for no added sugar, it's the best like milk / creamer with no added sugar and no artificial sugar that I've tasted because I've also cut out like artificial sugar. So like I haven't been having Diet Cokes or Alani News or anything, which has been hard, but I just wanted to see how I felt and was feeling really tired, was getting like headaches. And I kind of realized I've been having like a lot of artificial sugar with Diet Cokes and Alani News and then also having like actual sugar. So I was like, I think I just need to like cut it. And I wanted to just detox from it for a week and see how it felt. So that's where we're at. I will say though, I am still having like Olipops every day. There's only a few grams of sugar in it and I really love Olipops for the benefit of getting fiber because they have a good amount of fiber in them and that's the only like sugar I've had. But yeah, the Mooala banana milk is unsweetened and it just has like banana milk and cinnamon. I have a little bit of editing I could do, but I can also do it tonight or tomorrow morning. It's not really like for a sponsored video or anything. It's just a bonus video for you guys. So I am gonna wait to edit that probably until tonight. But that being said, I really just want to read this morning. So let's read some Kingdom of Ash. I really just want to have like a slow and cozy morning because I'm feeling very tired. Let's just do some reading before work. lunchtime. I just did like quick 15-minute makeup. It would already be done for going to dinner this evening. I could have just gone without any. I haven't been wearing any to work, but I was like, I want to do a little bit of something. I meal prepped a dense bean salad on Monday evening while cooking dinner, and this is like the easiest meal prep I've ever done, literally ever. I will say it probably doesn't look very appetizing right now, but it's so good and it's so easy because I use like the shredded carrots that were already shredded in a bag, shredded cabbage that was already shredded, and I just had to throw edamame in the microwave and cut up some green onions, drain and rinse some chickpeas. I just made the dressing. So really making the dressing was the most time consuming part, and it was so easy. So it's a miso sesame dense bean salad. I don't know if y'all have seen the dense bean salad recipes all over like TikTok and Instagram and stuff. There's meal prep options that are higher protein and nutrient packed but aren't as time consuming to prep and don't have any actual meat. I'm gonna eat some of this today. I have like 2 servings left, it looks like, and I boiled some eggs to add on top for extra protein this week. And on Monday I also took some like baby carrots, mini cucumber and hummus and some crackers to eat with it, just like for something a little extra. So I'm gonna dice up 2 boiled eggs and eat it with this salad and probably do some hummus and crackers as well. But I love finding something that's like super easy because like I don't have to spend any time making lunch today, and I can like actually enjoy some of my lunch break even with doing a quick makeup look, which I'm like, that's unheard of normally. After work, I just got dressed and I'm going to head off to dinner to meet our friends now. We're going to Cultivar in Houston, and I haven't been since 2022. Griff and I went then and we haven't been since then. But I'm so excited because with my outfits, I am pairing it with this cutie little YSL purse that I'm actually borrowing from Vivrel. I've heard so many incredible things about Vivrel and I've always wanted to try them out, so this is a dream. I have never owned and don't own still a luxury handbag, but it is something that maybe one day in the future I'll pick out at some point. But since I've never carried them before and am new to the world of luxury handbags, this is a great way for me to borrow different bags and try different styles out and see what I really love before committing to purchasing a luxury handbag. At the same time, I'm like, I don't ever really see myself feeling the need to do that since Vivrel exists, and I can just borrow from their shared designer closet instead and actually have access to a wide variety of luxury handbags, accessories, fashion. If you haven't heard of Vivrel, they're a luxury lifestyle and fashion membership. Really want to help you elevate your everyday life through accessible luxury. All kinds of stuff that you can borrow when you are part of the Vivrel Club. They have memberships starting at $45 a month, and their most popular one is the Classique, which is $119 a month. And when you're a member, you can treat Vivrel's closet like your own. Whatever membership you're paying for, you can borrow anything within that tier with no return dates, which is huge. So you can swap items once per month or keep the item as long as you like. So if you end up renting a purse that you really, really love and you just want to keep carrying it, your membership can just pay for you to keep carrying that purse. And then if you decide you want to buy it, Vivrel has exclusive membership pricing where you can buy that luxury purse or item at exclusive members only pricing. This is a Classique item, and it is the Saint Laurent Le 5A7 mini hobo bag. I've always loved the look of the hobo bags, but this mini one I think is so cute for summer, just to wear as like a cutesy little shoulder bag or to just carry on my wrist like this, and it holds everything I need it to. Getting ready to go to dinner, I'm just taking some lip products, my phone, keys, wallet. I just think it's such a subtle statement and it goes with so much. I think this is so genius for someone like me who maybe doesn't want to commit to a luxury handbag and instead wants to just like try out different ones throughout different seasons and have access to borrowing so many amazing luxury finds. If you all want to try out Vivrel and get 30% off your first month of membership, you can scan the QR code here on screen or click the link in my description box. I'm so excited to carry this bag around and see how I feel about just like the size of it, the style, and also try out more pieces from Vivrel in months to come. Thank you so much Vivrel for sponsoring today's video and completing my cutie little dinner outfit for tonight. It's 9 o'clock and we just got home from dinner and I am so sad right now. I wasn't expecting like to feel this way, and I think it's just because knowing my friend
was moving. So many of my friendships that I have in my adult life are long distance friendships. So I think in the back of my mind is like a protective coping mechanism with the fact that one of my like close friends here in Houston is moving. Coping mechanism was to tell myself like, oh, you have plenty of long distance friendships, so you know how to do this, it's fine. Now that like the day came where it was like my last time seeing them before they move, I am so sad and it just sucks. This is the first friendship I've had in my adult life where someone's moving away. Normally I'm the one, I feel like, that's done the moving, or it's been like a mutual thing where everybody's just kind of moving away from the college town or moving away from hometown, whatever. And it's my friend from my first corporate job in Big Four. And I think too, when you work with people in Big Four and become close with them, you form a very special bond because you go through some crazy stuff together. I know a lot of people say it's like trauma bonding basically, but seriously would not have made it through my like last year and a half almost. Most of the time I was at my last job, I wouldn't have made it through because I worked with this friend and like she made going to the office so much more fun because we always had lunch together. She got me into reading ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. Like I literally owe that to her. And she became a part of book club and she like won't be able to be there tomorrow night. And I am just sad because she was like such a great addition to our book club. Honestly, one of the funniest people I know, if not like the funniest girl I know. So I am just sad right now. And it's so funny because Griffin had not met her now husband before and they had only met in passing a few times. They just recently got married. So there's celebration thing they did, Griffin got to like really hang out with her husband more. And then tonight, like our double date, this was like the first time the four of us like really got to hang out for an extended amount of time. And Griffin told me, he was like, I am so mad that like, they're moving because this could have been like such a great friendship for all of us. And I texted her, like basically said that and just told them that we missed them already. And she was like, dude, my husband was saying the same thing. So it's just really sad when people leave, but I'm excited for them though and their new chapter. So I'm just kind of in the dumps now that it's like actually real and happening. But I think we're gonna walk Ella, and I do have book club tomorrow. I haven't told y'all that, but I am very much looking forward to that. Katie's hosting tomorrow and I'm just gonna go to her place straight over from work so I can hang out with her for a little bit, and then book club will start, and that way I can like help her set up for anything she needs to. I'm trying to straighten up a little bit right now and just like pick some things up like shoes and everything because our cleaners are coming in the morning. So, and it's desperately needed because we haven't had them over in 4 or 5 weeks and it's needed, even though I've done a little cleaning here and there. I am gonna jump back into Throne of Glass though because when I was reading at lunch, I had to like stop reading to get back on the work at like the craziest part. I'm a little over 50% right now actually, I think, and I feel like the rest of the book's gonna fly by. If this is anything like Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms, Kingdom of Ash is going to fly by like the rest of it because I feel like this first like 50% took me a while. It's taken me like a month or two to get through it, I feel like, but now that things have like picked up, it's gonna be so much harder for me to put down, and I feel like I'm just gonna fly through it, and I'm not ready for it to be over, but I'm also like so excited to like know what's gonna happen, but at the same time I feel like I'm gonna get my heart crushed and my heart ripped out of my chest. So I am looking forward to reading tonight, to say the least. Finally Friday. For breakfast this morning, I did do a yogurt bowl. This is my first time doing one while like doing the no added sugar. And I just did my normal plain Greek yogurt and PB Fit and cinnamon, which is what I normally do in my Greek yogurt. Then for my granola substitute, basically, I just did like 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds and then some cacao nibs and blueberries. I just like can't do plain Greek yogurt with no crunch in it. It's just like too much texture wise. This will at least add some crunch. I feel like I need to say this, but I'm just doing this to see how it makes me feel. I'm not really doing it for like diet purposes or to like restrict sugar from myself or anything like that. Y'all know I normally eat very balanced and totally don't have a problem with that. And I'm probably not going to carry this into the weekend for the sake of keeping things more balanced, but I am going to try and keep it minimal this weekend still. I just wanted to see how it would make me feel personally. Also, my coffee this morning, I know this part probably doesn't look really good, but the foam is foaming. My version of Mama's banana boat, and it's pretty good. Not as good as the real thing, but it's really close. I think I'm actually just gonna stir this foam into the coffee because it's really hard for me to get any of the coffee at the bottom because my foam's so thick. It's like 8:15 though. I'm probably gonna read for like 15 minutes and then just go ahead and get on to work. I wanted to make a quicker breakfast this morning because I was starving, and I also just didn't want to take the time to make the eggs and toast and everything. Also, I broke my thumbnail last night, and this is the worst nail break I've ever had in my life. My bottom half of like my dip had cracked off yesterday, but then I was getting into bed and my thumb kind of like just hit my thigh really hard, and it just tore the whole top half of my nail off, and it hurt so bad. It's not like half of my nail is gone, but like the top, I don't know, fourth of my nail is gone. So like some of my nail bed's a little exposed, and it was so painful, and it still hurts. Not a fun thing to do like right before you're going to sleep. I have chills right now. This book. So excited, officially the weekend. I'm getting ready to head over to Katie's now. I think I already said I'm gonna hang out over there for a little bit before book club starts and just help her get set up. I look kind of ridiculous right now, but I just was gonna slick back my hair, but then I didn't because I'm going to spin tomorrow. So I was like, I wanna do like a hair mask in the morning before I go to spin, ideally, like wear that in my hair for spin, and then I can just get in the pool or whatever afterwards when I get home and then shower and wash my hair. So I just kind of wanted to pull it in a claw clip, but sometimes the way my roots are, if they're like wavy and curly, it looks kind of weird in a claw clip. But I think I'm gonna layer these scents right now. My Lavender Cloud Frenchie, I literally am on my last few drops, unfortunately, but I'm glad it's affordable because I can just go buy another one. I did get this at PR, but I am beyond obsessed with this scent, and I have a candle of this scent, which I don't know if they sell those. If they do, highly recommend, and it smells so good that I also got in PR, but I want to layer it with the Josie Maran Vanilla Vibes. This is my favorite vanilla scent. I don't like the way most vanilla scents smell on me. They don't sit well with my skin chemistry for some reason, which is really unfortunate because I love vanillas. The only vanilla I found that does besides this one is Pacifica's Island Vanilla. I love that vanilla, and I've never tried this mist that they just recently came out with for all their scents, but y'all know the Vanilla Vibes body butter from Josie Maran is my all-time favorite body lotion of all the ones I've tried. So I want to try these two layered together because I think it'll be like a really cozy, delicious smell. Just gonna do this little bit, and since these are body mists, I don't mind spraying a lot because they wear off quicker usually. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I was worried this wouldn't smell as good as the lotion, but it smells the exact same, and it's just like the most divine vanilla scent. And I think it's because it almost has like not a saltiness to the scent, but like I don't know how to describe it. It's just so good. I'm wearing my Skin Farm Houston sweatshirt still, and I haven't worn these pants in so long, but I thought I lost them, and I just found them in the back of my like cubby thing in the closet. So my airy yoga pants, it's literally hot outside. I just want to be cozy right now and start my period today. So definitely cramping and wanted to be as comfy as possible. And then I'm just gonna throw on my New Balances. Having the time of my life reading Kingdom of Ash, guys. I am a little over halfway, and it's just the best. Just did spin. I was at Katie's last night until literally like 11 o'clock, so I didn't get home until 11:30. I just helped her clean up from book club, and then I was just talking to her for a while, which was great, just for us to like chat and catch up and everything. But oh my gosh, this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't feel great, like my head hurt. I was cramping so bad, and I was like, I can't bail on my friend for spin, especially like morning of. I'm not gonna be that person. So I powered through, even though on the way here my cramps were so bad. I did take ibuprofen before I like came and everything, but I was just cramping so bad. I knew after the class that my cramps wouldn't feel as bad because working out always helps a little bit, so it was good. But we went to the ride in West University, which the guy that coaches on Saturdays is so fun. His name's Gadsden. And now my friend and I, we're gonna go grab a quick coffee, even though I think I'm going to Monica Bowls in probably like 2 hours with family and Griffin, because my sister-in-law's brother and his girlfriend just moved to Houston, which is really exciting to have more family here. So I think we're all going to Monica Bowls to meet them since they're moving in today. But we're gonna go try La Taza, which I'm really excited for because I've never had it, and
it's on my list of places to try.
Long time no chat. I went to spend this morning, and after that I went to La Taza with my friend, like I told y'all, and my coffee was really good. They gave me a hot one, and I'm like 99% sure I said iced, but I didn't want to ask them to change it for the 1% chance that I forgot to say iced. So I drank it hot, even though I'd like just sweated my butt off in a spin class, and it was so hot. But I will say, phenomenal latte. So that was really good, and I sat with my friend for like an hour and had coffee, or like probably 45 minutes. And we had plans to originally go to Monaco, which I think I told y'all, with my brother and sister-in-law, and then my sister-in-law's brother and his girlfriend. And they had just finished moving in stuff, so they wanted something like more substantial, and they finished later than they like originally had ballparked the time estimate. So we ended up going the Flower Child instead, but I didn't want to drive all the way back home and then all the way back to the Heights to meet them, because that would just be like so much unnecessary driving. So I was like, what can I do to kill time after I finished coffee? Because I originally thought I was meeting them at 11, but I ended up thinking, why don't I go get my nails like taken off? And that's what I ended up doing. I just found like a random nail salon that had good reviews near me and just got a regular manicure and got my dip taken off, because as y'all know, I broke this nail, and then this one broke, but my nail is fine, thankfully. It's just like ugly looking right now. But this one broke this morning when I was putting on my spin shoe. So I was like, I need to get this dip taken off before I end up breaking all of my nails and have a lot of pain. So I ended up doing that, and I just got everything taken off. So I'm gonna do my nails now, and it's perfect because I was gonna lay it by the pool, but it's been like storming off and on, so I can just do this. I've really been trying to lay by the pool like every weekend so that I've been home, so that I can keep my tan like slowly going. If I'm outside for like an hour, I feel like it's perfect to maintain like my summer tan. And I think it's supposed to storm even more tomorrow, so if I was gonna lay out, today was the day to do it. And it's already 4 o'clock, never mind. I'm gonna try out Static Nails. They had reached out to work with me, but I had never tried their nails before, so I want to try them before I like commit to doing that. But it's perfect because my nails are like freshly manicured, so they're really smooth right now, so I think it'll be good to like really test how good they are. These are really pretty. They sent these to me like a really long time ago. These have almost like a velvet look. They don't look as pretty in this lighting right now, but better lighting, it's hard to show, but these have like a velvet look. They're just kind of like a champagne nude color with some shimmer. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos while I put these on. So that's what I ended up doing. Went to Flower Child with them, came home, and then I have been meaning to get a new phone for a long time. As y'all know, I've talked about how bad my phone is, and after talking with a bunch of people who are like still on their parents' phone plans, but they just pay their parents every month instead of going on their individual phone plan to save money, I was like, why did we not do that? And I wanted to switch providers because I had T-Mobile just from like having Sprint growing up, and I've been on my own phone plan since I graduated college. It was $110 a month, which is crazy, and that's just to pay for the service. That's like not even paying for a phone, like financing a phone either. I had this phone, this 13 Pro Max, for 3.5 years. And last weekend, it was like really starting to act weird. I like wouldn't get text, calls, notifications, and then they'd show up like hours later. But then my phone was fine like once I restarted it. And it's been giving me issues where I don't like receive calls sometimes. So, and that's been going on for like literally a year. So then finally today, I met my father-in-law because he had to be there for me to like add to their plan, and just gonna Venmo him for my new phone and then the service. But it's crazy because to finance the 16 Pro Max, and I got 512 gigabytes, this one was 256, but it fills up. Anytime I have more than one brand deal going on, this phone gets full. And it's because I'm editing in CapCut, and I have the photo and video stored on my phone as well. So it's like being stored twice, which takes up so much space. And I don't delete anything until the brand deal has been posted, just in case like I have to make edits. But anytime I have more than one going on, my phone is just like done. And that's why I haven't been filming as much makeup content recently, because I haven't had enough storage to film it, because it will just fill up when I'm in the middle of filming makeup related stuff because it takes longer. So all that being said, went and got a 16 Pro Max. This is the black one, and this is the 512 gigabytes. So I've got like double the storage now, which will be great. I have 35 more minutes for this phone to transfer. So that's what I went and did, but it's so nice because with paying for this phone, like financing it, and also paying for just like my line on his family's plan, I will be saving $34 a month, which is crazy. And that's like crazy to think that I'm paying for a phone and the service, and I'm saving $34 a month just by being on a family plan instead of paying for just a service by myself on my own plan. It's just crazy how they rob you if you're on your individual plan. So I'm really excited to be saving that money. And in an effort to save more money, I'm gonna do my nails. But yeah, these static nails are reusable and non-damaging, last up to 30 days, applies in seconds, extremely durable, waterproof, vegan and cruelty-free, and 100% female owned. My nails are just so thin from getting dipped consistently. Like they'll grow long, but they're very thin when I get dipped consistently. So, and I want to get a new phone case because this was like the only like non-super sparkly one they had at the store. There was a time when I would like a sparkly phone case, but that time is not now. And I just got this like tortoisey one, but it's square and it's just too bulky. Like the phone's already big. I don't want a square case. So, and it also really stresses me out because there's no raised edge. I did get a tempered glass protector on it to be extra safe. I'm so loyal to like Berga and Casetify because those are like the only good experiences I've had with phone cases. So I'm literally going to order another one because I literally don't trust this one even though I got this one. Hello, these look amazing. I can't wait to put them under flash and see how they look, but I really, really like this shape because this is like how I normally get my nails done, I feel like, and this length is perfect. Nails are done. Did you see them?
No.
I did them. Press ones.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, they do look good. But I figured since I got a new phone, I could do what's on my phone. These are like fun to watch. Yeah, Griffin's like laying on my lap right now. I haven't like figured out like all the differences with this phone because I'm coming from a 13 Pro Max, which is a pretty big difference. Start off, my home screen is this wedding picture of us in black and white, and then I did like my favorite color, which is like lavender basically, of my time and everything. So at the top I have my like the date and then my Aura Ring like readiness scores. That's like what the little plant, moon, and fire is. Basically my exercise, sleep, and then vitals score. Then I have the time. I have a little weather widget so I can always just like see if it's raining or something, and then quick access to Spotify. And then this one on the right is Fable, which is the app I use to track all my reading stuff, which I don't really use that widget often, but I just like love the app, so I kind of wanted it on my home screen. So then going into my main home screen, my background photo is just a photo of home, Panama City Beach. And I just found out that Hatch just came out with a widget, which is huge. I love that I can see what time my alarm is set for the next day because I have different times for like most days and I change them up a lot. So that's what that widget is in the top left. And then I have my daily app, which has just kind of like things I use daily. So bank account, credit card type things, school calendar, notes, Notion, random other things that I honestly don't really use that often, as you can see with them not being downloaded. Flow, Hero app, or home security, Bose for like my headphones, and I have a vocabulary app because I think that's just like a random goal. I realized I wanted this app for myself, and I downloaded this app, and then I realized it was paid, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay for this, but I never put in any payment information, and I don't go on the app at all, but I still get the notification of like words 5 times a day. So I'm like still benefiting from it even though I didn't pay for anything. I just can't do like the tests of testing my knowledge with the words, but I can at least have them come up and be exposed to them, which I guess is fine. And then I have a tunes folder, which is just like all kinds of music related stuff. I literally only use Spotify in this though. And then earbuds I don't really use, but that's kind of like an app where you can like see what your friends are listening to. And I had a couple friends get on it and I got on it, but I don't like use it. Then I have Basecamp, which is what all of like my social media content creator stuff is on that I use like with my talent agency. And then I have my Aura Ring app, and then I have a Google Calendar widget so I can like always see what events and stuff I have going on. I have my social folder, which is just a little bit of everything. I never use Twitter, X, whatever it's called. I actually just updated Twitter to X like this year, I think it was. I refused to update it for the longest time, but I never use it. The Weather Channel in here, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, LTK, random apps that I use for like linking stuff, all the social media things. And then going into photos, I have no photos because that's just like a Don Toliver song that I love, and I've had this set up this way since college. This is like any photo editing apps I've used or do use. I really just use Tezza though to edit photos. That's all I do. CapCut to edit videos on my phone, but I want to stop using CapCut because I saw that their usage rights or whatever, like they basically within their, I'm like spacing on what it's called, but they can access like any of your footage and use it like anytime, which I really hate that. And then I have this cafeteria folder, which is basically like any food related stuff. So all the food, grocery shopping, everything like that. And then Bookish, which is just like Fable, Libby, Storygraph, which I tried to get onto and I didn't really like, Goodreads, Audible, Kindle, Bible. And then scrolling over, I have this like frozen photo of me, Griffin, and Ella from Thanksgiving many years ago. And then I have a City Girl folder, which is kind of just like random things for like parking, workouts, and maps, Teams for work, Well Hub, which is what I use for my workout classes through work. I have Travel-ish, which is just like flights, flight related things. Momondo is an app that you can use to track flights and like their prices. It's really great. And then I have this cowboy hat one, which is like basically anything I just didn't know where to put. So it's a lot of the Apple related apps that just like come on the phone. Nothing crazy in there. And then I have an adulting one, which is kind of just like insurance stuff and phone stuff. And yeah, other bank stuff, I guess, that I don't really use. I don't use anything in that folder. And I have this money one, which is basically just like online shopping and apps, that kind of thing. So I've got Newly. Clearly there's some of these, like Publix is definitely like a grocery store one that would normally go in City Girl, but I just kind of have things all over the place. So I have a ton of stuff in this folder though, like Venmo, Depop, all that good stuff. Any places that I get coffee from, I don't really use Ready that often. I used to, but I don't have that many places near me that do it anymore. Monica's really the only one I use that often. Oh, I should put Teams in this folder. I thought I had a work folder. I was really confused because my Teams wasn't in a folder, and I just put it in a folder right before filming this. So now that I know I have a work one, I can put it back in this. F45 I have separate, and then I have a weather widget, and that's it. And when I go to get on an app, I just pull down and search it instead of like going and clicking on it in the folder because it's way faster. I don't know if anybody else does that, but then on the bottom I just have phone messages, my Gmail, and clock, which I don't really use the clock that often. And that's my phone for you. Somehow it is already Sunday. I am in the car and I just did my HEB curbside order. I came to the Bunker Hill HEB because I really wanted to try Luce's pistachio latte. I wanted to try it last weekend when my mom was in town, but we ended up just going other places. And I wanted to try it before it was gone because it's seasonal for summer. And pistachio is like my favorite seasonal flavor, I feel like. I always say whatever season it is that seasonal flavor is my favorite at the time, but really it changes every season. It looks so good though. Look at it. Okay, I just started a time. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I know the syrup's homemade because it says it is on the side, but you can like literally tell it's homemade. Holy cow, this is so good. I feel like I never talk about Luce, but it's because their coffees are so expensive. Like this was $9 and it's a tiny coffee. Yesterday was literally like the epitome of a day where like you think you have the day planned and then a ton of like other stuff. You just end up doing a ton of other stuff. We didn't really have any dinner plans last night. We didn't really want to cook because we wanted to save our meal that we were planning on cooking yesterday for today so that we could just have today's leftovers for lunch tomorrow for a work day. So we were like, let's just go get some food. And then Griffin was like, well, let me see if like my parents want to come with us and my siblings. We ended up just going with Griffin's parents, but we went to sushi on Post Oak or Post Oak Sushi. I don't really know what the technical name of it is. And we went there in 2022 when they first opened and it was really good, but like we haven't been back since then. But last night it was so freaking good, like way better than I remember it being. Not that it was bad the first time we went, it was just blew me away. We had the sopo roll and the arata roll and both were amazing. And then we also had a spicy tuna roll maybe, I don't know, and one other one, and we all just kind of shared them. And then we had the crispy rice and then we had the truffle tuna like sashimi. It was all so good. 10 out of 10. I haven't been doing the no sugar added this weekend. I realized I didn't want to like carry it through the weekend. I was like, this is gonna like steal joy from like my coffee runs and stuff. So I'm just like, we're not doing it over the weekend, which is fine. I just really wanted to try it for the week. And I think just to like make better health decisions and just like not have as much of it. I am gonna try to do it as often as possible, like during work weeks, I think. Just because I do think I like felt better overall this week, especially with it being the week before my period. I normally feel extremely bloated. My cramps honestly weren't as bad. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. My cramps were bad. They just weren't as bad as normal. Normally I like can't function when I'm cramping, and I was able to function this time. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep trying to do it like during work weeks, and then just like not so much on weekends, just to like have a good balance. Since I've only vlogged on like Thursday and Friday this week, it probably doesn't feel like I even did it for long at all, but I did do it for the full work week. But we went back to my in-laws last night and hung out with them for a little bit and just played rummy, card game, and then we pretty much like left at like 9:30. And Griff and I came home and we were both so like zapped and exhausted. I don't know why I was so tired. I really didn't get that much sleep though on Friday night because I went to bed late and then woke up early to go to the spin class. I read for a little bit and hung out with Griffin on the couch. I just read like 2 or 3 chapters of Kingdom of Ash, and then we went to sleep. And it's 8:25 now, so I just picked up curbside groceries, got my coffee. I have to run in the Target to grab one thing for a brand deal. I think I'm gonna film it when I get home. I just want to lay by the pool though before it storms, but it might storm at 12. But for this brand deal, I need to like wash my hair, and it's like a hair product thing like for curly hair. And I'm excited because that's products that like I have used before, and I used like when I was younger, but I haven't used them in a long time. So I'm excited to use them again because I think it's gonna be very nostalgic. But if I like wash my hair and do it, obviously I'm not gonna want to lay by the pool or get it wet, I guess. So I could always get in the pool and just not get my hair wet, but the pool's not as fun if you're not getting your hair wet, you know what I mean? But I want to film it when I get home because I want to film it in our guest bathroom, and our guest bathroom's lighting is so good in the morning, so I want to film it in there, and that's why I want to do it now. And I could really do it tomorrow morning before work too, but I don't love like having to do it a lot before work days because then it's just, you know, feels like an extra long work day. Been a really productive Sunday so far. It's 12:45. I showered and washed my hair, and it started storming around like 11:30. So I was like, yeah, pool day is not in the cards because it's just gonna be off and on storming the rest of the day, which is totally fine. Also, just wanted to say my hair today, I know other curly girls can relate, but I am like really getting sick of having to style my hair like every time I wash it, and just how much of a process it is, because I would like section off my hair, put the product in each part of my hair, all this stuff. I was filming with the Garnier Fructis, the Curl Nourish line, their shampoo, conditioner, spray gel, and the like air dry leave-in cream that they have. That's all I put in my hair. I diffused it and then let it air dry once it was like 80% dry when it was diffused. It seriously looks so good. There's actually even a little bit more volume, I feel like, than when I do my full-blown section off curl cream, mousse, gel, oil routine, and that just takes me so long. And this, I like had all my hair down. I just ran the curl cream through my hair, sprayed the gel all over my hair, flipped my head upside down, scrunched it. I'll have the full routine in the ad I'm doing with them, so you'll see it on my social media eventually, but I'm just shocked that I didn't even section my hair, and this is from 2 products, after shampoo and conditioner, or the side shampoo and conditioner. Like, it just looks so good. I really want to film like a start a new book with me reel or TikTok, but I am having a little bit of a dilemma because part of me is like, I want to start Atmosphere since it's a physical book and that'll look like cuter for the reel and stuff. And then part of me wants to start either Wild and Wrangled or Rewind It Back because I'm really wanting to finish those 2 series, and those 2 books are on my short list right now for like reading sooner. But I also want to start filming my finished series I'm in the middle of vlog, but I wanted to wait to start filming that until I was a lot closer to being done with Kingdom of Ash because it's going to take me a while to finish the rest of Kingdom of Ash, I think. I don't know, I'm kind of flying through it right now, and I don't want to start filming this vlog and then it take me like 3-4 weeks to read the other 2 books for finishing the series, because then I wouldn't have a vlog go up for like 2 weeks, because as of right now I have a video for this week ready and then a video for the next week ready. So that means I have like 2 weeks where I can just film this finished series I'm in the middle of video and only work on filming that, because I just think it's gonna be really hard for me to film that vlog but then also film like week in my lives or whatever, because I'm not good at like tandem filming for 2 separate vlogs. So all that being said, I'm like, do I start Atmosphere? But then that would push off me starting my finishing series I'm in the middle of video, or I can just start Wild and Wrangled or Rewind It Back on my Kindle for the little vlog I'm wanting to film this evening for Instagram and TikTok, and then just keep speeding through Kingdom of Ash. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It seems kind of silly to like make all of those decisions based on a little reel on TikTok. I just spur of the moment decided I wanted to film today. And I think it's probably smarter to start filming the finishing series I'm in the middle of video, like today, I guess, if I start one of those on Kindle. So we'll see. Griffin's on his way home from golf. I've just been working on laundry and stuff. I have to edit this vlog today and I haven't started it, but I've just been importing footage and stuff. So just working on the rest of the Sunday reset thing. I think I'm gonna make another coffee because I'm like feeling really, really tired. And if I want to make another one, I need to do it like now before it's too late in the afternoon. Sorry if it's super loud, our laundry is going, but I just finished up meal prepping overnight oats for this week for breakfast. I'm like excited thinking about breakfast right now because I'm just thinking about how much time I'm gonna save in the morning since I'm already gonna have these prepped and ready to go. I wanted to try a new recipe. I used to make overnight oats all the time and I've shared the recipe that I normally follow all the time and it's saved on my recipes highlight on my Instagram. For these, I loosely followed a recipe I saw on TikTok and they're like cinnamon roll overnight oats. And they honestly smell like a cinnamon roll. It's actually crazy. The only difference is I added a touch of sea salt, just like a pinch, a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. I would have done a full teaspoon, but I don't really have any left. And then I didn't do the coconut sugar in her recipe just to like keep it lower sugar. These literally smell like cinnamon rolls. I'm shook. I'm super excited to try them. So I made 4 and it was really easy. So I'll leave that recipe linked down below.
Hi, editing Abby here. I just wanted to end off this vlog. I didn't want to have to like re-import a whole other clip, so I'm just filming this on my computer photo booth. But thank y'all for hanging out with me for this vlog. It actually like turned out to be like such a fun vlog and it did lots of fun stuff in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit of a mix up with doing kind of like work days and the weekend. Let me know what vlogs I like more because I've just been like seeing like different comments about like loving the work week in my life, but then like also seeing things about like no we love the weekend vlog. I should definitely have a lot more weekend vlogs and like reading videos in the next coming months because I'm not traveling near as much and the work week in my life were just easier to film when I was like traveling a bunch, so that's why I was doing them more often. So look forward to those, but be sure to be following me on social media, link down below, so you can keep up with me and all of my content because I post a lot on my Instagram and TikTok. And subscribe if you're not already and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great day when you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next vlog.